So today I'm going to be bringing you a video talking about spam tagging. Now I've already kind of covered this. This is more so towards the response from Redbubble. You guys tweeted them out, so you'll be interested to see what they've actually said. So make sure you do watch this video. If you're ready for this, please drop a like, as that would be very much appreciated. And with that said, let's get straight into this. Hi guys, my name is Phil and welcome to the Money Game YouTube channel. For anyone that's new around here, I make print-on-demand content to both motivate and to give you guys tips and tricks on how you can improve your print-on-demand shops. If this is the first time that you are coming across this channel and you're looking to learn how to make some extra money online, make sure you click that subscribe button with the notification bells turned on. That way you won't miss out on any of my future videos. And for those who don't already know, I have a free print-on-demand starter guide that's linked down in the description. That is filled with a lot of the information I used when I made my first few sales online through sites like Redbubble. So if you're looking to get that information, make sure to download that. It's completely free. However, for anyone looking to make this more of a full-time thing, I also have a paid step-by-step guide that's linked down below. Now, with that said, the main thing I'm going to be talking about today, obviously, is the spam tagging situation on Redbubble and Redbubble's response towards the click to tweets we made, where you guys actually tweeted out at Redbubble to see if we could get any sort of response and to see if we could actually get them to change the system. So I went through some of obviously Redbubble's response and I thought I'd put them in this video so we could read through them together, go through some of the solutions they gave, and see if we as a community think it's acceptable, because some of the responses, if you ask me, were a bit iffy to say the least. But as we go throughout this video, you see exactly what I mean. And one thing I'm starting to notice with Redbubble is they're not really paying a lot of attention to what's going on in their community, and it's leading to a lot of problems. This is actually the tweet that I tweeted out, and for those that are following me on this Twitter, I just want to say thank you in advance. Your support has been amazing so far. And yeah, I tweeted this. A few of you guys actually liked it, a few of you guys actually retweeted it, and unfortunately I didn't get a response from Redbubble or the Redbubble support team. Even though I didn't get a response, a lot of you guys did. In terms of the tweets that we actually sent out, there was a lot of tweets sent out. So this is just a screen to show you roughly how many people clicked on the link and how many tweets were actually sent out. So it was roughly in the 300s in regards of unique tweets that were actually sent out to Redbubble. So I mean, within those tweets you would expect them to somewhat respond, and they did respond, and their responses, like I said earlier on, were a bit iffy. So this was someone's click to tweet. So they actually tweeted this out at Redbubble. I think they pretty much rewrote it and then tweeted, so they didn't even go through the link. And Redbubble responded to this one saying, "Hi, thanks for reaching out. This sounds like a query for our awesome artist support team." But it gets better. "We do not have an artist support team on social media." So why in the first place would you say this sounds like a query for our awesome artist support team that does not exist? Redbubble, like, the more and more I'm seeing things like this, are kind of leaving me thinking that they don't know what they're doing behind the scenes. Because how can you respond to people with this kind of message? And this wasn't the only one. I'll go into a few other ones as well. But anyways, they're going to say after that, "So we don't have an artist support team on social media. Please submit a request via our help center and someone from the team will assist you." And then they actually linked it, and Ishmael is the person who responded. So we can see that obviously someone is responding to these people, but this message that they're using mainly seems like an automated message. And why am I saying it seems like an automated message? This is exactly why. Someone actually clicked the click to tweet link. Once again, Redbubble responded. It was the same person, Ishmael, and it's literally the exact same message. It's almost as if they are copying and pasting responses and they're not actually reading into what's going on. Now, one thing I want to say about this is the fact that I don't know why Redbubble's allowing this to happen, because it's kind of put onto the front line. I mean, people are seeing that it's just a matter of copying and pasting. Nothing's really getting done here, and it's getting to the point where people are getting frustrated. So this person here wrote their own tweet, as you can see, fairly angry. Fix your damn garbage tagging system, or whatever you call that trash bag you have in place now. Obviously this person is unhappy, as you can clearly see there. But once again, in terms of the response, this time it looked like it was from a different person, and they responded with the same thing. Hi, thanks for reaching out. This sounds like a query for our awesome support team. We do not have a support team on social media. This is just, it baffles me. They're trying to send people to go to other places. And I mean, as I go through, obviously this is the only other tweet where the response was slightly different, which looked promising, but when I read into it, noticed there wasn't even much to it. And all these places they're pretty much linking, telling us to go to, I will be talking about them in a second, opening the pages and seeing what's actually there. But this was someone who pretty much tweeted Ryan's video that I did with him. He pretty much gave his opinion in regards of the spam tagging situation, and I chimed in on that video as well. If you haven't watched it, check it out if you want a little bit more information about the spam tagging, and you can watch the original video that I made as well. And as you can see there, he put, are you getting this? Obviously he's tagged the main Redbubble page and the Redbubble help page, and put a few hashtags in there. Redbubble help page responded saying, hi there, thank you for bringing this to our attention. We take intellectual property rights seriously at Redbubble and process complaints promptly. Here's how to file a takedown notice so our content team can review it. Firstly, this was one of the only different responses I saw, if not the only one. And I want to say, I mean, it shouldn't take over 300 plus people to get a different response. And I mean, I went on the page, and I'll quickly show you what that page shows. And there's not really much there, if you ask me. I mean, there really isn't, but you should be able to see that on the screen now. And yeah, this is the Redbubble IP/publicity rights policy page. There's nothing that speaks about tags on this page. I actually read through it. If you look into it, in the first paragraph, they're pretty much saying Redbubble is a community built on respect and recognition of artists. Okay, I mean, from what I'm seeing at the moment, that doesn't seem to be very true, but I'll continue to read. It says, we ask, rather we beg, that you remember this when you are posting work on Redbubble. If you make sure that all your works you upload consist of your very own /original ideas and are not infringing on intellectual property or publicity rights of another, you will help us to foster the supportive and creative environment that is Redbubble. And besides being counter to all that Redbubble stands for, stealing other people's work and passing it off as your own is illegal. So this is pretty much telling us about copyright, trademark, and it's not really talking about the tags. I don't know why this page was linked to obviously the person who tweeted out what they tweeted. And there's also a note on fair use here. I thought I'd quickly cover fair use, mainly because I see a lot of people making designs that are linked to things that are trademarked, that are copyrighted, that aren't in the Redbubble partner program. So I thought I'd quickly read through this little section so you guys can kind of get a view in regards of how Redbubble works and why they do the things they do. I'm not using this as an excuse for them, but this is there, and this somewhat confuses things even more. Anyways, they've put there a note on fair use. You might be able to incorporate someone else's copyright trademark in your work. Firstly, when I read this, I was like, you might actually be able to do it. Does that mean, is that why these people that are doing it are getting away with it? That was my first thought. But continuing to read, they put, if you do it in such a way that is considered as fair use or in such a way that qualifies another permissible use. However, please be aware that fair use typically applies to limited circumstances and isn't the same as freedom of speech. Quite frankly, fair use is a difficult concept, even for the experts, and the scope of fair use is different in different countries. So even if you think you've created a work covered by fair use or another permissible use, you should talk to an attorney prior to using it in connection with the Redbubble service. While some uses might appear fair or permissible to you, we ask that you understand that Redbubble must act act in accordance with its notice and takedown procedure when a report has been received. Additionally, certain works may be taken down without specific report being received if we are otherwise alerted or aware of potential infringement issues. Right, so there's no way you can tell me that Redbubble aren't seeing a lot of these trademark things and not getting alerted, because of course people are letting them know. They're just deciding not to take it down because they're making money from it. But in this, it clearly says that if someone puts in a takedown notice, they're not really going to look over the takedown notice. They're just going to take down the design. I mean, first of all, what's going on there? I mean, on a serious note, like, what actually is going on there with Redbubble? How are you just going to take down things and try fix it? It's pretty much doing something and then asking for permission later. That's what they're doing. So they're doing things and asking questions later. It shouldn't be like that, mainly because some people don't know how to get in contact with the Redbubble support team to get the designs back or to get the shops back if the shops have been wrongly taken down. And I don't like the fact that they have this as something that's in place. And I'm quickly just going to show you the other page Redbubble was actually linking to people in regards of the tweets. And this is the page right here. So it's the help center page, and pretty much for anyone who's ever had any designs taken down by Redbubble that they don't feel Redbubble should have taken down, this is the page you should be coming to. And once you're here, you want to go on other, and then you can put your email, username, subject, description, and any evidence you have that obviously your work is yours. And this is pretty much what this section is there for. It's mainly there for if Redbubble have taken down your designs or your shop. It's not there for spam tagging and alerting them that people are spamming and doing such things on Redbubble. Redbubble should just be fixing things like that by themselves. They shouldn't be asking people like us in the community to police it for them. I mean, at this point, they're making enough money to be able to look into this thing themselves. This is something that was covered when I made the video on Ryan Hall's channel. He was pretty much saying that their company that are making in the billions, so they're $1 billion company, and with that kind of money, with that kind of power, they should be fixing these kinds of things. I mean, I don't even know what we can do in this instance. I mean, the only thing we can do is to try our best to make sure that we're going about things the right way in the hopes that Redbubble will fix it. Because apparently, if you just upload a design, one, people could report you and Redbubble will take it down without any questions asked. And two, Redbubble don't seem to be obviously chiming into this whole spam tagging thing or looking to fix it. TeePublic has a system that works really well. You're allowed to use a certain amount of tags. You can't repeat the same tags over and over. And Redbubble owns TeePublic, so it's something that can easily implement into their shop. So in terms of their response from these tweets, I don't think it justifies what they're doing. They're pretty much stealing candy from a baby with how the system's running at the moment. But you know what? I'm not going to rant for too much longer. I'm going to finish off this video here. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section. If you've made it to this point of the video, comment down save Redbubble, and I'll try to respond to as many comments as I can. I actually put hashtag save Redbubble, and hopefully, I mean, in the future things can change. I really wanted to kind of make this video as kind of a part 2 follow-up to the original video that I made showing you what Redbubble is saying. But yes, we'll finish it there. Always remember that everything is rigged in your favor, guys, and manifest success.